65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around the number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 21 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on them.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Pritchett. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go with Johnson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Carry on Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Pritchett over the middle, complete to Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
10 Lobo.
55. I got one.
Off play action. Pritchett steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Pritchett. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 8-3.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Then he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Check 9. 5.
On second down now, it's Love. Down to the 25.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs. And
they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Romeo Okwara, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Completes it to Samuel. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it.
Hey, let's go.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Evans, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Sam off. Fight.
A first down carry here for Johnson. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, Love. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run again with Love on first down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Cam's going to run the option right. And now he'll tuck it and run. Cam Newton all alone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here it comes.
Back to throw. Pritchett throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 70, Indy.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready up.
55. Big stop.
Flipper.
Big stop. Let's go.
Ready.
They go to Johnson again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
It's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pritchett under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People who kiss it on the ground.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here come the Lions now. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Pritchett. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, here's Love. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
90 Wolf.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go.
Looking to throw. Pritchett got his target, Samuel. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Watch the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go set. 50. Plant.
59. Come on, dude.
Get it.
Back to throw. Pritchett completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. That game's gone final now at Heinz Field. And the Ravens have wound up winning that affair. So now Newton and the Panthers down 20-17. A little over 20 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Back to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Here we go.
11 yards and a Panther first down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Go.
First down, Carolina.
That's it. Now, Katie. Mike 47. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the